In today's video, we are going to cover the remaining part of the cell theory, and the subtopic that we are going to cover in this video will be the introduction, properties, explanation, and then there is a quiz for you guys in the end. So as we know that cell theory is a result of the contribution of lots and lots of scientists and physicians in the field of biology, and to name a few is like Robert Hooke, Theodore Schwann, Rudolf Virchow, and the Matthias Kildian, right? So they made a lot of important contribution in the development of the cell theory. So the modern cell theory it state that all organisms are composed of one or more cells. The second point was that all cell they arise from the pre-existing cell, right? And the third was cell is the basic structural as well as functional unit of all living organism. It is the basic structural and functional unit for all living organisms. So this is what the modern cell theory is. Okay, we all are made up of a teeny tiny units that I call as human, right? It's an interesting theory. So these are the three important, we can say, the gist of the modern cell theory. That is, the organism are composed of one or more cell. The cell arise from the pre-existing cell, and the cell is the basic structural and functional unit. If you review a little and move a little back, you can remember that Rudolf Virchow, a German physician, was the person who hypothesized that new cells are formed only by the division of the previously existing cell, right? So this statement, sorry, this one is coming from the Rudolf idea. ठीक है उसके बाद cell is the basic structural and the functional unit. Who said that? August Weismann was the person who said that. So this is the statement that is coming from there, right? और इसके अलावा जो लॉरेंस वॉकिन था that person believed that all organisms are composed of cell, right? So this gave a rise to the modern cell theory that we all believe, right? If you dig a little down, we can see in the modern theory, in modern cell theory, all living organisms are made of cells. They believe that cell arise from the pre-existing cell. All cell have the basic chemical composition. Cell are the basic unit of life. They contain the hereditary information that is passed from one cell to the other cell, and energy flow occur within the cell. So this is what the modern cell theory tell us about. ओके उसके बाद हमने इतना ज़्यादा पढ़ा अबाउट द इमर्जेंस एंड द implication of the cell theory, right? Then what are the uses of the cell theory? Cell theory is basically one of the most fundamental principle of biology. It is one of the most fundamental principle of biology, and it's so important. Knowing that all living things are made up of cell, it allows us to understand that how organisms are created, how they grow, and how they die. The information help us understand how new life is created, why organisms take the form they do, like how cancer spread, how diseases can be managed, right? It tells us all about that, and even more than that. It can also help us understand the fundamental issues. What are the fundamental issues? The fundamental issues for humans are basically two: life and death. So these are some of the uses of सेल थ्योरी के ये एक तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल था बायोलॉजी का और जब आपको ये पता है कि ऑल लिविंग थिंग्स आर मेड अप ऑफ सेल इट अलाउ अस टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट हाउ organisms grow die and are created. This information helps us understand how new life is created, why organisms take the form they do, how cancer spread, how other certain diseases can be managed, and other more. It helps us understand the fundamental issues such as life and death. Then there is a quiz time for you guys that help us understand life and death. The options are cells, plants, or mind. Here the correct answer is cell, the basic unit of life. Cell arise from the pre-existing cell. ये जो statement थी ये हमें कहाँ देखने को मिलती है? In the modern cell theory, in the classical cell theory, or Lawrence-Zokian. So here all cell arise from the pre-existing cell. It is one of the important point in the modern cell theory. So here modern cell theory is the correct option. So this conclude our today's lesson. If you guys got any queries, you can ask them below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching.